Guys, I'm sick. This morning I go to the swimming pool, I do some stroke, I do some laps, and then when I get back home, I got influenza. My eyes was red, I thought it's because of the water, and then, you know what, that's fine, that's not a big deal, but then I start sneezing, I start to feel that my nose stuff, I'm fine, I'm good, it's not a big deal. You know what is the big deal? MrBeast getting cancelled. Here's the thing, the cancelling culture army is trying to cancel MrBeast. But before we get into that, there's no sponsor, there's no nothing, but let's see what cancel culture is, like what it is. I don't know, is it a trend or is it really a behavior that created by the Twitter user? Every time I saw someone getting cancelled, it's starting to get weaker and weaker. The effect or the impact, it's getting slowly dying and become ineffective at this point. Let's see the positive of the cancel culture. The positive of the cancel culture is that you could stop someone, bring them to justice for what they do. For example, there is an influencer or well-known people who have this really messed up problem, but they didn't admit to that. Some people didn't acknowledge that problem, so this cancel culture brings up that problem, so people knew that this guy or this dude or dude is messed up and we need to stop them for doing anything basically until they apologize to the public and admit that they're wrong and try to fix that. The negative side is that this much of power are being misused by some people who trying to cancel or trying to bring down someone who didn't do anything, didn't have anything wrong with their life, didn't have a problem, didn't have a conflict, but we should bring them down because why not? This cancel culture has become such a double-edged sword. It could kill what in front of you or what you want to kill, and then it could kill yourself. This cancel culture, it's weird because the platform that used to canceling people are Twitter. On the other side is the best way to communicate with the fans or communicate with people, and also on the other side it just filled with an army of toxic mess. Now that we know the power of cancel culture and where the cancel culture taken place, let's see why they trying to cancel MrBeast. I saw Charlie made a video, MrBeast versus Twitter. Also watched the Scars video, you know, the drama news video. They talking about how MrBeast getting cancelled or people trying to cancel MrBeast on Twitter. So if you didn't know what MrBeast trying to do or MrBeast did, is that MrBeast trying to replicate the Squid Game in real life. So one person tweeted out something like,
"Wow, why MrBeast spending 2 million just for a video that replicated the movie that critic rich people against the poverty?" Or, "You could use this money to fix the world hunger. You could blah 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 to fix blah 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 blah."
First of all, you didn't know MrBeast, so silence. Secondly, I bet my ass if this person have this much money as MrBeast does, he wouldn't do what MrBeast does. I mean, if you didn't know, MrBeast help a lot of people, like giving them money, giving them a car, giving them a house, or basically give them what they need. Not recently, it's almost like a year ago, or I think a few months ago, MrBeast make a Beast philanthropy, which all the revenue on that channel goes to the charity or to help people. He also have a food bank so people could eat for every day, so provide them with the food with people with unfortunate situation. This poop mess will never do what MrBeast did with that much money. This person will likely to spend their money for themselves. The reason why is that the way he see or saw MrBeast and then critique MrBeast and trying to cancel MrBeast, that just show how dumb this whole army of toxic mess is. I mean, let's just say that cancel culture is a good way, right? It's a solution that we already looking for more than a year. Finally, Twitter doing something right with the cancel culture, but at the same time they also doing something not right or something just straight out dumb, blaming someone who are really trying to fix or really trying to help people. I don't know how do this people trying to cancel someone that really trying to solve the world itself, from the trees, from the seas, from the hunger, and from all of this thing. He started in America because he lived in America and see a lot of people still having a difficult time to get some food, so he helped them first. If MrBeast reach this kind of level, become a big company or just a big foundation, he will, I bet you, he will try to fix all of this on this world. He will become the next Bill Gates, but not trying to make a Microsoft or things, but how he will help a lot of people in his way or with his way, like giving money to people, giving all of this thing that people need. And Twitter will just sit there, and this keyboard warrior will be sit there and then trying to critique like they are better, like they have a better solution. But no, it's just a dumb way to get a clout. This is the problem. I think we are reach the point, or we reach the place where cancel culture get a bad face or bad image from these people. Some cancel culture people are genuinely good, like what I did with a lot of people, a lot of Crusader back then when Amazon Place getting extorted from a Chicken Media. We do trying to cancel Chicken Media, and boom, Chicken Media cancelled, the account is gone, the YouTube reset, things like that, which honestly it's great because this big company could do whatever they want and it is uncontrollable until people found out there's a things called cancel culture. But again, it is a double-edged sword. People will use it for good for a lot of people, and people will also use it for themselves, for gathering the name or the famous or all this internet point like likes or maybe upvote, things like that for themselves. So it's kind of sucks. The point of this video is that Twitter sucks. That's it. Hey guys, quick mention, on December 11th, I will be streaming my first streaming. It's going to be a Thankmas 2021 campaign streaming kind of a thing. It is basically a charity live stream. And also, Thankmas now reach 15 plus million, something like that, which is great. Thank you for all of you who already donate or just aware of that and telling people that there's a Thankmas. And the third one, I wanted to thank you to Adam Abera, PC Benjamin, and GMAC for commenting on the last video, which really helpful. Now I have 3+ project in the way, so be sure to wait there or stay tuned or subscribe. And yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to donate, don't forget the date, and also don't forget to leave like and comments. So yeah, that's about it.